thing, man. To see Florida on the damn news all the time.
Yeah,
all the time, bro.
time.
It's no longer Florida, man. It's like Florida people in general.
Yeah.
And I used to be happy when I said, I'm from Orlando, Florida. When I'm on the phone at work, now it's like, oh, I'm from Orlando, Florida. Yeah, I know.
I'm from Florida.
I'm in Florida. Sorry for everything, guys.
All the news, everything that you see negative on social media.
Sorry for poisoning the U.S. with their coronavirus.
All our fault.
That's it, bro. Sink or swim. We're done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys are back in our chairs in our separate areas again, still quarantined for the whole theme of season 3. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. Jack in the Box is here to bring you everything you need in your forms of entertainment. And like we mentioned, we're in Florida, so we're in it. All right, we're feeling it.
Let's go.
What have you guys been getting into with this whole situation and where you've been at?
Still nothing, yo. Still working, still sitting at the house. Still watching movies with Nix, a.k.a. Dano. Shout out to Dano in New York. Yeah, man. Just the same old. Dodging coronavirus like it's hot potato.
As much as you can, bro.
Can't dodge it for long, fellas.
Can't dodge it for long, man. And it's scary, too. Like, when you start feeling...
I'm going to hold out.
Yeah, as long as you can. It gets a little scary when you start feeling a sniffle, a hiccup, a cough, a fart come out too long. George, how you feeling?
I'm feeling better, man. I don't know if I watched it. I don't know if I had it. I don't know what was the deal there, man, for the past week.
That's what you get for eating so much tongue taco.
Yo, that's what we were talking about. Me and Chris were saying, yo, you keep visiting those taquerias, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to get sick.
Not like a Corona taco, man.
I have no idea. I mean, like you said, bro, you got a little itchy throat one day, the next morning, feeling weak as fuck.
Ugh.
And
that
then
made me so nervous.
Shit. I was like, oh shit, is this happening? Is this happening? And something happened for a whole week, man. So
7 days, 7 solid days.
Nah, man, like it was probably previous week on Wednesday I started feeling sick.
Oh wow.
So 2 Wednesdays ago, let's say,
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys know anybody who has?
So it's almost literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, now. Yep.
Now I'm feeling, better. But that shit was, bro, rough. Like, I don't know, man. Sucks. I've never felt that sick in my life where I just don't want to do shit. Like, I literally slept, and that's it.
Hey.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Any symptoms? 4 hours. Any symptoms you did not have that you heard about?
The
shortness of breath, right?
Shortness of breath. Yeah, that's the only thing I really didn't have. Everything else I had it basically.
Could you taste? Did you lose your sense of taste?
I didn't lose my sense of taste. Hell no. I'm a fat boy.
That hard, baby. Let's go.
Nah, I didn't have no weird taste or. Well, hell, you know what, yo? I was tasting. I kept on tasting.
Making money.
This guy making money while he's talking.
Listen to him.
I kept on tasting like copper, bro. Like some type of copper, like blood kind of. It was weird, man.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. They did say that's a symptom, though, like a metal taste. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I had that. Yeah.
Bro,
like everything I bit into, just that taste. I was like, what the fuck? And then the smell too. Like, so you know what? That was the symptom.
Bro, you probably had Corona.
No, I mean, I tested negative, guys. Like, I tested negative.
Okay. Hey.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
But that was the same. Negative. It was the same day test, which everybody has said it. Like a lot of people that I've talked to in the medical field, they're like, "Yo, it was the least accurate ones. Like, don't even take them." So I'm like, why would freaking Centricare have them then? Just to give off false hope, Like, imagine how many people think they tested negative, and then they're probably out there spreading it, bro.
Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I think I told you though. I think the tests are only testing for certain levels or amounts or a certain thing. and it's not going to catch at all, right? So then the other one is going to be more effective. It takes a little longer.
Which one is the other one? Like, what is what? Like, somebody that doesn't know, you just
right.
Oh, that's not okay. I mean, I got my paper.
Yeah,
right
the lack of information. I guess.
And then it doesn't even say which test it did on the paper. So you don't even know.
Yeah. It's a shit show. It's a shit show out here.
Advent Health Central Care, bro. It's a shit show. It's just it gave my temperature negative, and I came out negative. I was like, okay, I don't feel negative.
I'm exhausted with this bullshit. Let me tell you right now.
Bro, I'm done.
And
to wait for that shit, I got up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my god!
Feeling like shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To wait in line at Centricare, which there was probably like 15 people in front of me already by that time.
No, Papa, no.
And just to wait for 8:00 when they open.
Yeah, then to wait again
to get to get my paper,
the
and then
they shove it in your nose. Like, is it going in your brain?
But I'll get to that. So I waited, and then they finally called me at 4:00.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it's your turn," and I waited 2 hours again in the parking lot to get fucking seated. So then,
because they don't let you wait inside. They don't let you don't wait inside. Right?
No way.
No way. But they were like, "Oh yeah. There's only 2 people here. Hurry up, get here if you're close by." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm on the way." I waited for 2 hours. I'm just like, what the fuck? It was ridiculous, man. It was literally the worst fucking thing ever. So the test, and this is another reason. There's another reason why I don't think it came out accurate, because when the lady did it, it didn't bother me at all. Like it didn't look like what I've seen. I feel like she didn't shove it all the way up in there. That's why I got like a negative.
Mm-hmm. Maybe there's more than.
And I was like, damn, mate, maybe I just got a big ass nostril or something.
It could be. It could be it, bro. Like, maybe you're just the type that likes it deep. To you, it was just like that was just too shallow for you.
Yeah, you got some big nostrils there. You got some big nostrils.
Some big holes.
Some big holes, Hey.
No,
but like, I mean, so she didn't get back in there.
I'm the alarm.
She didn't get like.
Nah, bro. I didn't like it. I didn't even flinch. Like it was like, I just.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to go get tested because I don't want the brain poking.
I don't want the brain poking either at all.
None of it. Waiting, poking, sitting. Nope, none of that.
I hear some people that have like the easiest time doing it, and I hear some people like George who just had a really difficult time doing it. So I don't know what the hell to believe these days, man. It's so crazy.
It was shitty.
That sucks.
Shit show.
Do you guys know anybody else who does have the corona or did have the corona?
I mean, I'm not sure if I can put it out there.
Yeah,
no. So I'm saying, like, do you know anybody who's maybe recovered from it? Is what I'm saying. Like, have you heard any cool recovery stories? That's where I was trying to get at.
Nah, I mean, for the most part, it's just them going through it, and that's it.
I've heard of a younger person going through it and hating it, saying it was the worst experience in life. A buddy of mine, he's cool with it. Jason. I don't know if you guys know Jason. He went through it, and he said it was like a bad hangover. And he said it was weird. It's like being sick in a different way that he's ever been sick. It's like not having a sore throat. He didn't have a sore throat. But he said like there was no nasal issues. It was more so just having the fever. And then like feeling like a panic that you can't breathe. Like when you're coming over a cold, that like you got that shallow breathing where you start coughing at night. Pretty much is when it happens. Like you breathe too low, you start coughing. You breathe too high, you start coughing. He said like it's hard to find an in between. Like you're always coughing, and it's hard to like keep your mind okay to like not choking. That's what's scary.
Don't want any part of it, bro.
He said he could definitely see how old people would have a hard time with it and have complications like dying and shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Shout out to Jason because he listens. We love you, bro.
Shout out to everybody that's been dealing with it. Stay strong, y'all. I hope y'all are okay. Jesus, it's crazy out there.
What you say, George?
I said whatever strain I had or whatever the hell I had, which I'm gonna go get retested this Thursday, I think. But I don't know, man.
What about social things we've seen going on this week? We saw the Redskins. Owner of the Redskins went ahead, who's been very adamant about keeping the name of the team as the Redskins. I guess they went through this Monday. It was reported that They went ahead with some ideas as to what they were going to change the name to. I don't think they've actually come up with an official name yet. Maybe by the time the podcast comes out, they might come up with something. But what would you guys call them?
Wasn't it like tailspins?
Right, I did hear something about tailspins.
Yeah,
no, red tails. The red tails.
Red tails.
Red tails.
Red tails was dope. I like red tails. I like red hawks. Red hawks is pretty cool too.
This guy said tailspin, and I believed you too. I was like, yeah, and Baloo is gonna be the general manager.
It's gonna be the logo.
And I was like, yeah, tailspins. That's it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm with it, bro. Redskins. Did you guys ever have an issue with it being called Redskins?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't care either way.
It didn't affect me, but it was a little strange to see a little Indian. You know.
It is, yeah. I think
it's just something you just grew up with it. You know?
Yeah. And it's weird, like for us to have had this history with that team, so all of a sudden it changed. That's certainly the weird part about it. But I do understand the point. Somebody was kind of bringing it up to me is like, even if it bothers you or not, we can't let it be okay. We can't just let it be like, even though it doesn't bother me, it's still okay. It's still wrong, so we should do something about it in a sense. Have you guys seen? There's like a popular social experiment going around with this black dude who wore it's the Redskins shirt. Like the same colors, like a burgundy red, whatever it is, and he swapped the player out. So instead of the mascot being a Redskin, it's a white guy, still in the same animated shape, and it says Caucasians on the bottom instead of Redskins, same font and everything. So. And he kind of went around the town just to see like what kind of reactions he would get. And what he reported, because he didn't take a camera with him, which would have been cool, so we could actually see what he's talking about. But according to what he says, some of the things he says was that a lady came up to him and said that it's disrespectful. He asked why. One of the things she said was, what is it here? Oh, that whites, when you say Caucasians, it's not really a derogatory term. It's Caucasian. Really not. You know what I mean? Redskins is. And it's like, yeah. It's like, how can you not eat? When the shoe is on the other foot, they're like, oh, no, it's not cool. And that's basically what he was kind of trying to say is like, if you're a person of color, you really don't have that free space to be able to say, those kinds of things. Right. It kind of comes off like, how dare you? The lady's basically saying, how dare you, change it up like that? You're a person of color. You don't have the authority or the arena to be doing that. When it's like, well, hold up. How come you do? How come y'all could put Redskins across your shirt? You see what I'm saying? Right. So that whole thing to me is interesting. Sure, it doesn't bother me, but I can see the point. And that's where I would kind of like, if I'm sitting on the fence, I'd probably lean a little more towards change the fucking name, bro. It's really fucked up. Change it. We're not even calling anybody the Blackskins, and the Caucasians is calling it nice. You know what I mean? So chill out, bro. You know what you're doing. And the owner of that team, makes sense. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, they're doing it. They're doing it. So well, they're changing it.
It's the pressure.
What would you change? What would you change it to?
I like the Red Hawks, or Red Tails is pretty dope too.
Red Tails is cool. Especially kind of getting back to that, to the
World War. Wasn't there like a World War II squadron?
Yeah. All black squadron. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. It's kind of dope. True. I mean, and it's dope. Military. It's DC. I mean, come on. It's kind of it fits.
True.
Do you think that it would be kind of like not a pity move, making it black centric, or do you think it'd be like, no, this is what we need?
You're always like a advocate, bro. You're right. No, I don't think so.
We know why they doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
So. I think it would be a good thing to do that. I think it would hold honor.
I like it.
I don't know.
It's honor for them, yeah.
I don't think they should go on anything race. Like I heard somebody say the Foreskins instead of the Redskins. The mascot would be a little awkward. I'll be real with you. Yeah. Do you do one like was already cut off, like a schmuck? Would the schmuck be your mascot? That'd be insane.
A little schmuck, huh?
I don't think people would get it. I think they'd see it be the
not the whole thing, just hanging.
A little schnitzel.
I think the whole thing hanging would actually not be so bad.
Imagine like
a schnitzel, and that should be his name, Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Yep, there you go.
That's it.
Right up.
Snyder.
Just hanging over the helmet.
We're calling the team the Foreskins, and the mascot is the Schnitzel. Speaking of canceled culture, we're all Latin men on this show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know, right? When I heard, okay, this is the thing. I have my own personal beliefs. Yeah, everybody got their own personal beliefs. My personal belief, and I'll get it out there and say it, I feel this country has a poor leader. So when this guy goes out there, main man of Goya, and in his opinion says that we have an awesome leader, I can't hate him because that's his opinion. At the same time, though, I super disagree with that opinion.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Does that mean, though, that because I disagree with that opinion, I'm
going to cancel out?
Yeah. Because I'll be real with you. If I go open up that cabinet right there, all the beans, all of them say fucking Goya right across from it, man.
I'm not throwing none of that shit out.
I'm not throwing it out. I'm actually using it. I used it yesterday. I used some of it today. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm probably going to go to the store and buy another thing of Olo because I'm running out. To me, it's I'm not going to take away from the American business. That's not American of me. You see what I'm saying? But I understand there's a lot of people that have other ideas, and I'm willing to.
With Chick-fil-A, have I canceled out Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah, no way.
Nope.
So it's like, when are we willing to actually cancel out? You know what I mean?
It's tough. I see why people want to boycott. I get it. You know, you don't want to support somebody that's supporting the person you hate, you know, or you don't like, or you don't agree with. But yeah, because there's some people out there that hate him. I don't necessarily hate him. I just think he's a terrible human being. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I would boycott it either. One, I like that shit. Like, it's not Spanish food unless you got it, right? So, like, it's got to taste good. So what do I substitute it with otherwise?
Yeah. For me, I think there's a lot of people that work for the company. I think when we boycott the company, we're hurting more than just an opinion of a guy. There are, you know, there's a lot of people that are hardworking Americans that make that tick. And we'd be hurting them. And that to me, I become an American when I start doing shit like that. When I start attacking Americans, essentially. So I don't want to attack an American business, especially a Latino American business.
And think about it. These, you know, charity food banks and everything. Goya has filled those up a lot throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? So they given back to the, you know, to their communities, to our communities and everything. So, man,
I disagree with them.
Let somebody have their own opinion, bro. Like, without, like, I don't know.
It's tough, man, because there's a lot of people because it's like, they're like, fuck that, I'm not using it.
Somebody's gonna hate me, probably hate us for being like, yo, let them be.
They can hate, but at the same time, we're explaining it in a.
That's what America is, bro. Like, your opinion. Like, you have the right to your opinion, and go ahead, bro. You like them, you like them.
Yeah, exactly. You have the right to opt in or opt out of it. You can go to the store and buy off-brand, or you can buy Goya. So it's all on you, man. Again, I totally disagree with the fact that we have a good leader running the country. I really don't think we do. I think he's failed in several aspects, and I gave him 4 years to prove me wrong, and he didn't. So
that's not the question. That's not even part of this topic. Like, we all know that. Right. There's some people that don't, you know, and that's okay, you know, but no, this guy's horrible.
I think the only reason it makes it kind of like part of the topic is because he shared his opinion as him being a good leader. That kind of made people say, whoa, time out. Now I'm going to boycott your shit because I disagree with that opinion. And I don't think that's necessarily right. I mean, you're not just hurting that guy. You're hurting a lot of other people.
If you take it for the black and white, I understand what you're saying, you know, and then, everything else just falls in line, but.
So I'm still buying adobo. Everybody can suck a dick, eat a nut. I don't care.
Damn.
I'll probably edit that out. I probably won't. You don't gotta like it. It's my opinion.
Hey, you know the thing about opinions? They're like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Speaking of assholes, I hate Will Smith. I don't hate Will Smith, but I don't like Will Smith. Have you guys ever, I mean, we've all been in a relationship before. We've all done things we should. We've all done things we shouldn't have done. We've all been saints. We've all been, you know, devils and whatnot. Have you all ever been in an entanglement, though? Because I haven't. I can say that I have not. I've never been in an entanglement.
Entanglement?
Yeah. Let me ask you something. What is an entanglement? What is an entanglement? What is an entanglement to you?
Entanglements.
What is that? What's an entanglement?
What the fuck?
Sounds like some parts were in some places that should have been or should not have been. Who knows? But that was entanglement.
It literally says like an entanglement. But could it be some Kama Sutra shit?
Something that came out of Jada, like came out of her and hooked them in or something.
I don't know. I tell you what, it didn't help the positive side of relationships. Like, if you were on the fence about getting into another relationship, there's a reminder. Doesn't matter how happy or how starlight or how pretty that shit looks.
Entanglements.
There it is. There's your entanglement.
Entanglements are there.
I like the way that she tries to spin it. Man, it's a good when you look at their Red Table Talk, and I love her Red Table Talks. And when I say that, I mean I hate them. Because and then I really hate them when he's on it, because I remember him doing one with like they're sitting across from each other, and there's two of her homegirls, and he's professing his love for her. Just like speaking and you feel it. Oh, it's heartfelt, but at the same time, this is Academy Award-winning actor, whatever. And she says, I mean, look at her. She's got tears in her eyes. She's like, look, ladies, this is why I love him so much. Oh my goodness, bro, this took place around the same time with homeboy August. And what a time of year for this shit to be going down. It's July. We're gonna go into 31 days pretty soon of fucking August, and poor Will Smith has to live through each and every one of those days. Ugh, this sucks. But
yo, I don't know if you saw the video, but there's a video where he's at like some lake house, right? And he's walking outside of the backyard or to the backyard, and he's talking about how him and Jada have figured out that they can't make each other happy. And he's like, I told Jada, I can't make you happy. You need to make yourself happy, right? Yeah. The timing of that video, along with when this other shit was going on, is too convenient. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, So to me, it took the shine away from Will Smith. And then their relationship, we were seeing it on YouTube the past couple of years, I would say. Yeah. Maybe a year or two that he's been doing it. And that shine, it dulled up a little bit, Papa. It's just my opinion. Other than that, I'm glad they're still with it. I was thinking other ways of why he would stay, you know what I'm saying? But if he really loves her, like that's real talk. That's forgiveness in that sense. You may not forget it, but you'll still forgive it. So
I feel they're just at a point in their life that, you know what I'm saying? Like they're at that point where it's like, yeah, we know we cheat on each other. Oh, we'll forgive each other. We'll forgive and move on. Like they're too rich to like let go of each other. Let's say.
I don't know, man. Because I'd also say somebody.
Because there's plenty other.
Who else are they gonna go with? You know what I'm saying? Like they just have each other now. And if Will was out in that market, bro, he's got a whole nother 50 years. Man, I'm sure there'd be no problem for him. And same for her. She's beautiful, but. Hey, put it out there for everybody.
I remember hearing a long time ago, though, that they said something about them having an open relationship, where I think it was when he got caught with Eva Mendes, actually, and he was doing Hitch. He was like, oh, yeah, no, Jada's cool with it. Like, we got an open relationship. I can hang out. She can hang out, yada, yada. But, bro, when you see that interview, that man is hurting. All I see is the memes going around where that man's hurting his eyes, bro. That sucks.
Yeah, the memes are fucking him up.
That's horrible.
You can see it. It was like entanglement, huh?
No, the one where they're at the red carpet and he's like arms wide open pointing at her. Yeah.
See, he did all that.
Exactly.
But did y'all see that part where he's like, "I'm gonna get you back"?
Oh no!
Yeah, like the interview. I saw that. Yeah, it was a part of the interview. He's like, so I'm gonna get you back, and she was like, hold on.
And she said that he already got. Yeah.
So
where was that?
This is what I'm saying. It's like
Eva Mendes.
I feel like they've already experienced something like this. Now,
interesting.
Yeah. Doesn't August have a project coming out?
He had a CD come out and he dropped an album.
Yeah, and that's how old we are. We just said CD.
I just said I'm gonna need you to edit that out. It's okay if you don't, but whatever. I ain't that old. Still young, baby. But yeah.
I heard you put out an 8-track the other day. Oh my
god. Yo, he threw me one
Grandpappy Chapo.
But what a fucked up move, I'm saying. In order to, I'm trying to get promo for my project. Let me throw out there that me and Jada had some shit going on. Come on, man.
That's what all this is about.
That's messed up, dude.
Yep.
Next people go to for promo.
Grimy.
Oh, amazing. Which brings me to something that a buddy of ours recently posted on their social media, was the idea that consistency is a love language. And it kind of separates the opportunist from the committed. And I thought that was interesting. And I was wondering, I was like, what does that mean? What does consistency in a relationship mean to you guys? And do you put weight on it?
Interesting. Consistency be love language?
I don't think it would be a love language.
I kind of see is like putting the consistency of like putting into the relationship as much as you take out of it, in a sense, I would guess. Is what he's trying to get to. But as a love language, I mean, I don't know, man. Because I mean, you got to be consistent on every aspect of a relationship, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, you got to be present when, you know, you're with your pair, you know, tu pareja.
Yep.
You know.
And that's kind of as I took it. I thought of it as a really shallow way of thinking. I was like, yo, if you only knew how deeper of a level these things get. Consistency has to run the gamut in all things, whether it's the communication, just efforts and all the way around. And yeah, once you stop being consistent with it, that doesn't mean you're not committed anymore. It just maybe means you need to be reminded. Maybe you need freshening up, whatever the case is. Communication could help with that, sure. But it doesn't mean that it changes your level of commitment, I think. You see what I'm saying? That's like when it gets rough. It doesn't. 8 years down the road, that you kick the bricks. It doesn't need to be like that, you know?
For some it is though. There's not. I don't think there's a one and all for that. Like there's gonna be people out there that need that consistency because they won't be committed if they're not. You know, it's almost like a reminder too, probably, to say, hey, wow, okay. Did you want to say something?
Shut up,
Anito. Poor Ava. How's she doing? Dog check. How's the dogs going?
You know, she's fine. It's the things that she sometimes, it's the horses. Though she hears the horses and she loses her mind. It's like, come on, man, stop walking your horses. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Go to sleep.
You got horses out there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They shit in the street. It drives me crazy.
That would piss me off.
Bro, it totally pisses me off, bro.
That can cause an accident too. That's not very safe.
Exactly. But I've talked to him about it before, and he's like, oh, my bad, bro. I'm riding, and he just shits. I don't see it. I'm facing this way. I'm like, I understand. But when you're coming back, I know you see it. Can you pick it up? And he's like,
can you pick it up?
He looks at me like, no.
Yo, imagine.
It's just big composers. I'm not going to pick it up.
Big ass bag. Like, yo, that's a lot of shit.
He said he laughed and thought I was joking, and I laughed back, and we left it alone. But, bro, like, what the fuck? Hey, up!
What kind of bag do you need for that, man? Shit, like no Walmart bags. Fuck that.
I realized how ridiculous it was as I was saying it, so I laughed, which kind of lightened it up, so he laughed back. But still, I was like, kind of serious, bro. Kind of serious. Please bag your horse's shit up, please.
Yeah, they need to come up with something that just catches the horse's shit.
Yo, they got to be carrying a whole ass shovel and like everything that they wanted to do that, bro. Nah.
All right, this is actually.
I would have picked up mine.
Yeah, now Ava's sitting over here now. She's totally cool. Not fucking moving. She's just chilling, perfectly fine. Because you know why? Because this guy took his horse back. They're home.
Yep, that's it. No more horses, so no more Ava.
Your dogs don't go crazy about anybody else in the neighborhood?
Anybody that knocks.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Barking. When they knock, or when somebody drives by, like kind of pulls up at one of the neighbors' house. Usually gets a little alert.
Yeah. So she hears like any little weird noise. That's it. You know what I'm
saying? We got deer in the backyard, and she'll lose her mind for that. But we noticed something iffy about Ava a long time ago. And I didn't know how to take it. I wasn't sure what I was noticing, if I was even just making it up on my own. But we had a cable guy come out, and she lost her mind on the cable guy. And this is like, yo, and you guys know, you guys come through and she's very hyper, but this was different. Like, she was growling. She wouldn't want to sniff him. Like it was different. I was like, all right, well, whatever. The cable guy leaves, never comes back, and everything's fine. We had an exterminator come out, and she lost her mind for him. And I'm like, maybe it's guys. Maybe she just doesn't like other guys. You know what I mean? And then
or people in uniform.
Right, or something like that. I'm trying to figure out, like, narrow it down. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? But I did think it was maybe guys. Because she was just acting weird. Because a girl, I don't know, she was acting weird. My homeboy comes over with his new girlfriend, and she lost her mind on that girl. I'm like, yo, what do they all have in common? They're all black.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, is my dog racist? Because there ain't no room for that in this house, Ava. There's no room for that in this house, Ava. And it's 2020. Your ass gonna get checked, all right? You're a white dog. You can't be barking at them. You calm down. You're too small. Just chill.
Change your name to Karen. It's done. Just change the name to Karen, okay?
So, bro, I was like, this can't be it. No, Ava, I will not. You will not. You will straighten up. And ever since then, she's gonna have 4 horses. So
my aunt's husband is like one of those dark Puerto Ricans, right? So he came over, and Blue lost his shit with him. And now he loves him now. So, and Wesley was like, yo, I'll take care of that dog any day, because they do well. But yeah, at first I was like, Blue, really? Like, what's up with you, bro?
And like, your dog. You know when your dog's acting different with somebody. We're like, yo,
yeah.
What's up?
Oh yeah. No, there was a growl, there was teeth, it was different. And I was like, well, which is weird. Which is weird why dogs would react that way. I mean, in all actuality, they're not taught or shown anything in that nature.
Right.
So it's a little odd. But
do you believe dogs had that special intuition where they could just feel vibes that we can't?
Yeah, I don't think it's so much a color thing. I think it's just a vibe thing.
Yeah, I feel so.
I mean, for the record, Wesley. Hold on, I'm sorry. For the record, Wesley's really tall, and he's a scary-looking motherfucker. Like you don't play with him. You don't play with him. But anyways, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, dogs don't see color, but they do see like tone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they can see, lighter, darker, and like probably just because it's darker. It's just
looks more mysterious.
It's like they can't probably make out the shadow. Like, oh my god, that sounds horrible.
I want to let you keep going. Like, go ahead, explain it, please. I'm having a good time listening.
We could distinguish the difference, but not dogs. I think. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't just see the whole profile.
Right.
Profile.
Right?
Perfect word. Profile. You're right.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Do you think like dogs have like an intuition? You know what I mean?
Yo, Black Lives Matter, yo.
Oh, chill.
This is what I'm saying, yeah.
Right, I got you.
I'm talking about a dog here.
So do you think dogs are special in the sense that they have like a special sense or intuition where like do you think they can see ghosts? Oh, you guys don't believe in ghosts. I think George might.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I believe in ghosts. And I think they could see, some dogs might be able to see the
paranormal?
The paranormal, yeah.
No, right? You ever see Tsunami like looking in a different area and just staring into space?
Nah, not really.
No?
Nah, not so much. I mean, Tsunami just sunbathes, bro. That's it.
Lazy. She's at that age.
We're trying to find the sun and just lay in the sun.
Tsunami sunbathing. That's got to be like the most peaceful thing ever.
Bro, it's crazy.
Tsunami sunbathe.
Like in the morning, the back door, that's where she's at. And then in the afternoon, she's catching the sun that comes in from the top window of my house.
That's so cool. She just wants to be in the sun.
Right in the sun. Just sits right on those 4 little squares like that are on the carpet, like the sun that just beams in. She just lays there.
To be a dog, man. So good to be a dog.
Right.
What was the last thing you guys got for your dog, like present wise? You guys get your dog's presents?
Got her new bed.
Yeah, I mean, I get him ropes and stuff like that to chew on. Yeah.
I feel bad. I don't get Ava shit. Like just food.
Tsunami hasn't had a bed in a minute, so I went and bought her a brand new.
I got her a bed. Yeah, she has a bed.
Yeah, I bought Blue a bed recently too, like a month ago. So
Ava used to sleep in the bed.
Does Ava play with the toys? I mean,
she has a toy. Like she has no. That's the thing is like I've gotten her stuff before and she doesn't care. She has one toy that she cares about and that's it. So I'm like, all right, fine. You're happy with that? Then cool. You're happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, some treats would be nice.
I do get her treats. Yeah.
Okay.
No. See, I said the fucking word.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's Alex's fault.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Yep.
But other than that, she used to sleep in her bed, and I hated that shit. So now that this one's gone, I was like, all right, so your bed, Ava, is on the outside next to my door, and I'm closing my door when I sleep.
I don't blame you, bro. Blue doesn't sleep with me. He's got his bed for that. That's it.
Exactly.
I mean, nah. Tsunami's too big for that. She's too big and too hot.
Yeah, bro.
She's a fat little pig, yo.
Hey. Respect.
She's a cute, fat little pig.
She thick.
Yeah,
she thick.
Mine is a big boy, and he's bony. That's the problem with Blue. Is like he moves and he digs his elbow in your leg, and that's it. It's the end of the world.
People always wonder. I was like, when you talk about Ava, we don't know. People thought that Ava was like this big, nasty, growly dog. This is Ava, ladies and gentlemen. This is the show mascot, or she's the studio mascot. There you go.
Little Ava.
She needs a job. That's what she needs. She needs a job.
Well,
minimum wage. Need to contribute, right? Get out of here with that shit.
I'm saying.
You know, make her have some puppies, you know?
Make her have some puppies. I'm not cool with it.
Let's go.
Yo, did I tell you? So
the next door neighbor.
The next door neighbor, God bless him in case I don't think they listen to the show, but whatever. They have a small little dog just like her, very white, but a little dirtier. And I'm like, no, right? Not happening. And,
a little dirtier.
So I have it's kind of like a doggy door. It's really a cat door. And I've tried to seal it off as best as I can throughout times, but it happens where she breaks out. I went out, did some shit. When I come back, the neighbor's dog is at the fence and he's yapping at me. I'm like, wow, he never really does that. That's so odd. So I drive around my property, and as I'm getting to the end of it, I'm like, that neighbor's dog looks a lot cleaner today. He doesn't look so dirty. And I realized that's my fucking dog. What the hell is she doing? How the hell does she break out? And how does she get on that side of the fence? And holy shit, where's their dog? Did he just impregnate my puppy?
Oh.
I lost my mind, bro. And they weren't home. They weren't home for like days. So so what they ended up doing was they leave them outside in like a pin area, like a pin. And somebody comes over and takes them at night. But then during the day they can't have them, so they leave them in the pen area with food and water, and then they come back and pick them up at night. Kind of. Like
interesting.
Right? Yeah. But it's like the dog sitter. They just can't sit them during the day. So luckily, as far as I know, that motherfucker was in the pen. And I guess Ava went out looking for the horses. The guy saw that I was at home and put her on that side because if she put it back in my yard, she was just going to run out again.
True, that makes sense.
On that side, thinking, okay, everything's safe. He didn't see the other dog, thinking, all right, it'll be cool. But can you imagine? I lost my mind when I pulled up and Ava is on the other side of that fence. I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen? These people aren't even home. How the hell do I get on the other side and get this dog back? So I had to jump the fence, grab her, and bring him over. And that's when I found the dog was there. And then later on that night, I saw some people coming over and opening the gate. I was like, yo, excuse me. By the way, do you know where these people are? Because their dog's outside. And they're like, oh, no. And they explained the situation to me. But, like, what the fuck?
I lost a dog in North Carolina when I was younger. And I went looking for it. And I found it in another person's backyard, like a couple streets down.
Wow.
And they wouldn't open the door or anything, and there was cars in the driveway. So I just jumped the fence and stole my dog back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but that's
Imagine if it wasn't yours.
No, it was. Yeah, there was collar and all. So it's like,
damn, they stupid.
On. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Take the collar off at least. But
that's ballsy though, bro. To jump onto somebody's property, they can shoot you.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been waiting to see. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm at your door, you know, and I was
what the hell?
Like, that's my dog. You have my dog, and they're not. Yeah, so I was like, whatever.
But I wanted to keep your dog, bro.
Jack that back.
So speaking of keeping things that don't belong to you, have you guys heard about Wayfair and the controversy surrounding Wayfair?
Wow. Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Alex? So for people who don't know, it's been kind of brought up to popular attention that some cabinets and other furniture have been, advertised with names and measurements.
Different names.
And, and it's been suggested that they have been trafficking people through these items and letting them pick online. Yeah, I want this cabinet and it, but it's really a freaking person. Well, supposedly, allegedly. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
What do you guys think of that?
That's crazy, bro. I don't know.
It's crazy when they actually pair the name to the missing, person, the missing person file, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, that how like.
Now, what is the coincidence?
What is the coincidence?
Right. Well, there's enough of them that it makes it seem like it's not a coincidence. That's the problem.
Exactly.
That's like, wait a second.
It's like,
what does it take?
It's like, how do you specially order the? I'm sure it's not just one, Christina, cabinet, right?
Yeah, I guess
so it's like multiple ones.
code.
So it's like, how do you distinctively order the?
They know. They have their own code. They have their own language. They would supposedly, allegedly, they would have their own, language and key to know how it is what it is that they're ordering essentially. So when they're seeing keywords, they're like, oh, that means that it's a Latina.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. If that's what's all happening. If that is what's happening, what does it take to start an investigation on this? Like, is it just going to be left as the people on Facebook spreading around the word and that's it? Or does, like, the FBI get involved? Like, are we going to see this on Unsolved Mysteries 10 years from now? Or is this something that, just kind of gets swept under the rug? And if so, it's fucking human trafficking, bro.
Bro.
That's some serious shit.
Yeah, I mean, just the topic alone is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
But to then see it like that, like where this is how they operate, and this is how they can make it run through a business. Can you now imagine the money laundering, tax implications, everything as that's a business?
Yeah,
sounds like a big
you running that through our fucking economy. Like this is that's what it is.
People paying taxes on people.
Not and the people fucking doing it, like not trafficking or the want for it, right? The need for it, like Jesus.
The ones
guys,
conducting the business.
Really?
It's crazy.
Or the customers. What? Why do they have customers?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do they have customers? There's something wrong with people.
It's crazy that somebody found a market for this. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know what?
Why are there people out there that want this shit,
bro?
That want fucking, little 13-year-old Filipina, or whatever it is from Atlanta or, California. Like, why do people want this? This is sick.
It is sick, man. That's why it's important, I think, for us to eradicate and point them out and shine the light on these bastards and get rid of them. But it's crazy, man. Someone was telling me, as long as there's good in the world, there's always going to be bad. So if you want to be good, guess what? There's going to be another one bad somewhere around the way you might not even know about. I'm like, yeah,
exactly.
Man,
that's even scarier. They're blended into society more than anybody else. Those are the real chameleons. You never know.
Which brings me into our next topic. Have you guys ever heard of peonage or peons, for that matter?
No.
Peonage is pretty much a way. It's using a peon. It's using someone who doesn't really matter to do your work for you and not pay them. So when the 13th Amendment gets put out, which is what Abraham Lincoln worked so hard on before he was assassinated, it says in there that nobody can be held, to do slavery or towards slavery against their will, unless convicted of a crime and yada, yada, yada. So that whole unless convicted of a crime, the people in the South were like, hold up. So we can imprison them.
That's what allowed America to reenact slavery without calling it slavery.
It's peonage. That's exactly what it was. So they came up with things called.
I didn't know the name of it, but
that's
I
what
know the topic. Yeah.
So they went ahead and came up with things like black codes, and black codes weren't laws because you couldn't pass them through legislation, but they were violations in which they can take you and put you in jail for them. So a black code.
They got them for anything stupid too.
Yeah. I was gonna say one in Mississippi. No, it was Alabama. I'm sorry. If a black reverend wanted to preach, he had to have a handwritten confirmation letter from the chief of police of whatever town he wanted to preach in, who was usually probably more than likely a white guy in Alabama, but whatever. Chances are he didn't get that permission, and if he was still preaching the good gospel of Jesus Christ, he probably went into jail for no good reason, and then was sold to a plantation to do work, at which point the plantation owner then had the ability to discipline them how they felt. And if they ran away, then they had total authority to go catch them. It was slavery. It was slavery just made okay.
Just hidden.
Legal slavery.
And the law.
Hidden, yeah. Another good old black code, I think this was in South Carolina, was if there was a black person who had a child and they did not have a job, they had the right to take that child and assign them to an apprenticeship. And at that apprenticeship, pretty much it was a slavery for kids. So rough, man. That really doesn't get taken out. It becomes illegal, maybe, I don't know, 1860 something. But it gets the South, man. That's how they were able to make everybody happy and stuff. Yeah. We'll tell the world and the rest of the nation that everyone's created equal and there's no slaves, but we got you. That's fucked up.
A lot of these corporations, big corporations, still use prisoners as labor.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think their granddaddies and granddaddies before them?
Pay them pennies for their labor.
Yeah, man.
And that's like Amazon, Walmart, like big ass companies like that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Prison is a business. As long as you're in America, prison can be a business. It is a business for some.
It is a business.
And that's some shit.
Why do they want to, why would they want to empty prisons, and like make things right?
Yeah, I know. You know what I want to see, especially now that we got no sports? You remember the movie The Longest Yard?
Adam Sandler.
We got athletes, and we're trying to put athletes in a bubble in Orlando or Florida where there's a lot of shit going down. And why? Why don't we take all these prisoners who are pretty much confined with each other? We just televise them playing football. We televise them playing hockey. We televise them doing MMA. Yeah, I'm mentioning some of the most violent shit, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. We can't have these guys playing golf. It's not going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on PFL.
Hey, I'm just saying, we can make it work. There's a business right there, bro. Dana White needs to get on this. He needs to get convicts and not take anybody to Abu Dhabi to fight Ireland. He just needs to show up in Las Vegas, where I'm sure they got plenty of jails, and just make it happen. That'd be dope.
I mean, you could pay the players too and make it a good thing for them. Like, you could
pay them in cigarettes.
Yeah, the problem is and no crowds, right? It's coronavirus, COVID-19 approved.
I mean, you give the cops something to do, because a lot of cops are just laying low right now. They don't want to be, in the midst of shit. So be like, hey, bro, go, hang out at the game, watch the game, and make sure it's cool at the game. Have a hot dog, chill, and we're hey,
sure.
All right, that's it. I'm becoming president, and all the convicts will become athletes.
Oh my God.
Side 2020.
Side 2020. Which brings me to my next topic. How many of you guys love Kanye?
Oh God.
You guys like Kanye? I never liked Kanye ever.
I like the old Kanye.
I like the old Kanye.
Even through The Wire, never liked him. Mm-hmm. I'm a hater though, so it is what it is. But would you guys vote for him if he's too late now? Because
absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Why would you not vote for him, George?
He's a lunatic.
He's a lunatic. Absolutely.
Dude,
would you vote for him, Alex?
And not saying that our current president is not a fucking lunatic, because he is. But it's like, how more ridiculous are we?
Yeah, that's like, exactly it. We don't need to make it any worse.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
it's already a shit show.
It is. We need to see more of a shit show. Can you imagine having Kim as your first lady? Actually, I can. I can see it happening. And that's just, what the thing is now? I'm so used to seeing a shit show that I'm like, man, anything can happen.
Yeah, no, but seriously, like to me, it's just a distraction. They're trying to take votes. They're trying to take votes away from anybody else.
Yep.
And leave the majority to Trump, and that's again.
I don't even think it's real. I think he's just talking. I think one day he just didn't have his medication, and he said some shit in front of the right guy, Elon Musk.
I mean, that could be.
And then boom. And they just had too much to drink one day, and they're like, "Ah, you're right. We can do whatever we want. It's America. Just post that shit."
America.
Post that shit. Make it real. Put it on the internet.
Oh gosh.
What if Eminem tried to run?
Yeah, I wouldn't vote for him either.
I wouldn't vote for him either.
Oh man.
Who would you throw up there to kind of see that, hey, they might have a good chance? Larry David?
Will Smith.
The Rock.
Will Smith.
I'll vote for Will.
I vote for Will, dude.
He'll have my vote.
I'd vote for Will. Or The Rock. I'd vote for The Rock. Hands down, I'd vote for The Rock.
Kevin Hart, too.
Kevin Hart.
Sure, I'll give it to Kevin Hart.
I want to give it to
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, let's go.
You said The Rock. That was the first one I thought of as well. Jerry Seinfeld. Ooh, would you?
Ooh.
Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Nah, I can't take him seriously.
Yeah.
Really?
Nah. Yeah.
How about Vince McMahon?
Definitely not.
Nope. Hell no. Hell no.
No.
That dude will straight up power drive the president of the next country, and I wouldn't like that. We'd be like, no, bro, chillax. But I mean, now that he's old, he's a smart dude. At the time, crazy.
he'll put Trump through a table or some shit. You know, you never know.
Yeah, that's what it would be. The inauguration speech, it'll be him and like Trump passing the torch. It'd be a wrestling match. Get out.
Did you guys ever see when Trump went to and did, like participated in wrestling and did the whole thing and got Stone Cold stunned?
Oh yes.
There's a great meme of him taking a stun. It's so good.
That's what
I do remember when he fucking
I've heard them talk
Trump
about
not done. Jesus Christ.
I've heard them talk about it like backstage, like when he was there, and he's everybody said that he's one dude and he has like handlers that kind of talk for him, and they were brought up the idea like, hey man, would you want to get to the ring, maybe take a Stone Cold Stunner? And the people around were like, fuck no, he doesn't want to do that. And he was like, well, okay, hold on, how do you take it? Like, is it safe? Like, what do you do? So they explained to him. He's like, all right, fuck, I'll take it. Let's go. So like everybody in WWE loves him because in their head he's a gamer. He's down to do whatever he wants to do. You know what I mean? Like he's yeah. And then I guess Miss McMahon's wife is she runs small business administration. So yeah, they got ties, they got friends, and it is what it is. But yeah, I wouldn't vote for him for president. Nope.
No way in hell.
Nope. Stone Cold, maybe. I might vote for Stone Cold. Secretary of Defense.
Secretary of Defense. The Rock with Stone Cold as a vice president. Okay.
What a duo.
Hey,
yeah,
that's one of the biggest WrestleManias ever. Was The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
One of the best feuds is those two bastards. So, well, gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have. You guys have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, stay safe. Avoid that fucking COVID-19 like it's nobody's business.
Wear your mask. Put your mask on.
Wear your mask, yeah. Wear your mask, please.
Like you try to do a robbery.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash that ass, wash your hands, everything. Put on a mask. I don't want to smell you. Just stay 6 feet away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out the Jack in the Box podcast. Go ahead and check out the other episodes. We got seasons 1, 2, and this is 3 for your entertainment purposes. On behalf of Hip Hip 407, stay young, live fresh. Yours truly, Cy, Christopher, Anthony. Check us out later. Catch you later, freaks.
Peace.